Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio. And this is August 3rd, 2018. Tonight, I am going to give you the latest radiation update that I have and give you a little bit of nuclear news that's happening in the United States, and it's really big. And then I'm going to do the curse removal energy balancing for everybody. And then we're just going to flow from there and do some energy work and, see what we can do to break down the harp a little bit. And then whatever time we have, maybe putting the Republican Party in a position of harmlessness. And that's kind of the cram and jam. And if I really don't have enough time at the end, we're just going to do some chants and really re-anchor that enlightenment energy. So before we start, I want to remind everybody, and please mark your calendars, September 22nd, 2018, we're doing World Enlightenment Quantum Leap. And we're going to do an hour of chanting, 3 o'clock Pacific time. We're just going to chant down enlightenment as one big group and really anchor that to the planet and see how far we can propel ourselves into the golden age of divine enlightenment. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure over this Nazi shit. Sorry. I am from Michigan. We were born swearing. All right, so let me give you the nuclear news. We're going to start off with this. Now, and again, if you're from another country, anywhere in the world other than the United States, or even in the United States, and I give the RAD report or even the radiation nuclear news in your area, and you want people to know about it, you can share that information and you can message me on Facebook. Or even you can message me on our YouTube channel, whether it's UPRN Radio or my YouTube channel, which you guys really need to subscribe to both of them, okay? So if you want me to share, you got to tell me, and I will be more than happy to let other people know what's happening on the planet. All right, so a new high-level nuclear waste dump is proposed in New Mexico, and it would be the largest nuclear dump in the entire world, bringing over 100,000 tons of high-level radioactive waste to all of us through our communities, highways, railways, lakes, rivers, bays, and through the places where our food is grown and our families live, play, and work. Now, the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the NRC, is considering granting a license to Holtec International for a supposedly interim storage site for massive amounts of the most intensely radioactive waste in the world, also called irradiated or spent fuel from nuclear power. Waste shipments to Holtec would threaten most of the country with ongoing, intensely radioactive transports on the roads, rails, waterways through nearly every state for decades to come, possibly for 40 to 50 years. And if the waste storage at Holtec really is interim, that same waste will have to be moved again to a permanent storage site after that, meaning there'll be 40 to 50 more years of transport. It makes you wonder who is making this top decision, and what does the United States owe? What debts do we owe? So the world wants to make the United States the dumping ground for nuclear waste. Now, again, when you kind of look at it, I think it's an interesting karmic return for all the bombs that are, filled with nuclear and all kinds of poisons everywhere that they go and they do battle. Okay, but knowledge is power, and I'm letting you know so we can do our best to stop it. So say no to thousands of cross-country nuclear waste shipments. So essentially, under the guise of managing nuclear waste, the site that is being licensed would change the country. It will usher in the area of nuclear waste everywhere, moving through the transport arteries and veins of the nation. Yet that US NRC does not want to fully consider the impacts of transporting the waste to the supposedly temporary site. Tell the US NRC to reveal all the dangers from nuclear waste storage and transport in the whole tech environmental impact statement. So the NRC must admit the full amount of nuclear waste that could come and how it would get there, how long it would stay, how will it be repackaged when containers fail. Since the waste will be dangerous for longer than the integrity of the metal and concrete containers, NRC must report on how the containers and waste will be monitored, inspected, maintained, and repaired. The whole tech international application should be rejected because it's illegal, relies on a fraudulent contractor, violates environmental justice, and puts the whole country at unnecessary risk from massive transports of deadly waste for decades. God, I wonder what country these guys are from. So if you want more information, and although the Nuclear Regulatory Commission declared it complete and ready for them to review, Holtec has blacked out much of the application as corporate secrets, concealing crucial information from public review. So if you want to get more information on this, you can talk to Mary Olson at the NIRS Southeast in Asheville, North Carolina. And her number is 828-252-8409. And that's Mary Olson from NIRS Southeast, Asheville, North Carolina. And her number is 828-252-8409. All right, you guys ready for that radiation level now? If you live in the United States, you might want to grab that doobie and start smoking if you haven't already. Maybe you're drinking that glass of wine or that beer. Might want to start chugging. So I'm going to give you the radiation levels for the United States, and I start at the highest level going down to the lowest city. That's handing in these reports, and these reports were put together by Bob Nichols, and he works for. He's also a writer for Veterans Today. And I really haven't seen anybody else putting out this kind of information. Now, I want you to keep in mind that any radiation level over 20 rads is bad, okay? All right, got that in your mind? Okay, so we're going to start with Colorado Springs, Colorado. Yeah, they're the top dog again. And I'm just going to round these off to the nearest million. Yeah, I did say million. 47 million for Colorado Springs. Raleigh, North Carolina, 42.5 million. Portland, Maryland, 41 million. Little Rock, Arkansas, 41 million. Navajo Lake, New Mexico, 38.5 million. Spokane, Washington, 36 million. Worcester, Massachusetts, 35 million. Riverside, California, 34 million. St. George, Utah, 34 million. Fresno, California, 33 million. San Diego, California, 33 million. Atlanta, Georgia, 32 million. Boston, Massachusetts, 32 million. Idaho Falls, Idaho, 31 million. Phoenix, Arizona, 31 million. Tucson, Arizona, 30 million and a half. Los Angeles, California, 30 million and a half. Denver, Colorado, 30 million. San Bernardino, California, 30 million. Casper, Wyoming, 30 million. Yuma, Arizona, 29 million. Hartford, Connecticut, 28 million. Concord, New Hampshire, 28 million. Grand Junction, Colorado, 28 million. El Paso, Texas, 28 million. Bakersfield, California, 27 million. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 27 million. Providence, Rhode Island, 26 million. Kansas City, Kansas, 26 million. Laredo, Texas, 26 million. Pierre, South Dakota, 25 million. Reno, Nevada, 25 million. Billings, Montana, 25 million. Louisville, Kentucky, 25 million. Mason City, Iowa, 24.5 million. Boise, Idaho, 24 million. Anaheim, California, 24 million. Albuquerque, New Mexico, 24 million. Yes, you are hearing right. This is way in the millions, guys. You should be freaking out. New York City, Nevada, 24 million. Cleveland, Ohio, 24 million. Pittsburgh, 24 million. Corpus Christi, Texas, 23 million. Shreveport, Louisiana, 23 million. Kearney, Nebraska, 23 million. Fort Smith, Arkansas, 23 million. Lincoln, Nebraska, 23 million. Wichita, Kansas, 23 million. Bismarck, North Dakota, 23 million. Champaign, Illinois, 23 million. Charleston, West Virginia, 23 million. Virginia Beach, Virginia, 22 million. Salt Lake City, Utah, 22 million. Richmond, Virginia, Richland, Washington, 22 million. Lexington, Kentucky, 22 million. Rapid City, South Dakota, 22 million. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 22 million. Harrisburg, Virginia, 22 million. Memphis, Tennessee, 22 million. Tallahassee, Florida, 21 million. Amarillo, Texas, 21 million. Augusta, Georgia, 21 million. Omaha, Nebraska, 20 million. Lockport, New York, 20 million. Mobile, Alabama, 20 million. Fort Worth, Texas, 20 million. Detroit, Michigan, 20 million. Carlsbad, New Mexico, 19 million. Richmond, Virginia, 19 million. Madison, Wisconsin, 19 million. Des Moines, Iowa, 19 million. Aurora, Illinois, 19 million. Knoxville, Tennessee, 18 million. Birmingham, Alabama, 18 million. Philadelphia, 18 million. Eureka, California, 17 million. Chicago, Illinois, 17 million. St. Paul, Minnesota, 17 million. Indianapolis, Indiana, 17 million. San Jose, California, 16.5 million. Houston, Texas, 16 million. Montgomery, Alabama, 15.5 million. St. Louis, Missouri, 15.5 million. San Francisco, California, 15.5 million. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 15 million. Yaphank, New York, 15 million. Miami, Florida, 15 million. Dallas, Texas, 14.5 million. Nashville, Tennessee, 14 million. Burlington, Vermont, 14 million. Duluth, Minnesota, 14 million. Paducah, Kentucky, 14 million. Rochester, New York, 12 million. Tampa, Florida, 11 million. Washington, D.C., 9.5 million. San Antonio, Texas, 9.5 million. Fairbanks, Alaska is once again at the bottom at 9 million. And then it goes to Anchorage, Alaska. And they're only at 8 million, which compared to 46 million, you're probably going, whoo, wow, boy, are we lucky, right? Well, when you consider that anything over 20 rads is bad, if you really understood what I read, the United States is pretty radioactive. So please do your cleansing. Do take extra vitamins. And if you're outdoors a lot, make sure you take heart vitamins. If you're flying, put a little dab of iodine on your throat before you get on the plane and then after to protect your thyroid. And I always wear a mask so I don't breathe that recirculated air. And I find that when I take that mask off to eat, my lungs fill up with fluid and I put it back on and I'm breathing filtered air and my lungs clear up. So for me, it's learn by doing. And I want to stay healthy and I want you to stay healthy. Healthier you are, the more light work we can do and the more protesting you're going to do. So let's segue into the curse removal energy balancing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up all your chakras, which are energy centers. And you have one at the top of your head, your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, root, feet, hands, spine. And I remove overlays that you no longer need, energy implants that people can be doing and putting on you through magic, and doing everything I can to help you clear your path so you can be successful. And all you have to do is sit down and listen. And I've gotten many, many letters and thanks from people throughout the years saying how much it has helped them clear their paths. And, this is my gift for you. So for those of you that are going to participate, I want you to sit down, put your feet flat on the floor, and put your hands in your lap like you're going to receive, and start taking some gentle breaths. You're going to breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you, and imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So you breathe in light and exhale out everything that doesn't serve you. And keep doing that until I tell you to stop. As you're doing that, I surround you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing. And I seal you in the pink flame of love. And I call to all your teachers, guides, masters, and all the divine beings that work with you and the angels. And we invite them in to make this energy work as gentle, loving, and kind as we can. So take one more deep breath and exhale out everything that's left in your body that no longer serves you. And imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God. And you fill up with your divine essence. And now I want you to imagine this incredible divine healing energy coming down from God, coming into the top of your head, and allow that energy to flow through your brain. And as it flows through your brain, I want you to feel every cell, atom, molecule of your brain reconnecting to the Creator. And you become this really awakened spiritual being filled with all these new possibilities. And now I want you to allow that energy to flow out your third eye. That's in the middle of your forehead. And now let that energy drift down and come out of your throat chakra. Now let that energy come out of your heart chakra. Feel it go lower and come out of your solar plexus. Now allow that energy to really flow down lower and come out of your belly button chakra. Now feel that energy flow out of your sacral chakra. Now allow it to drift even further and come out of your root chakra. Now allow all that divine energy to flow all the way down your legs, let it go out your feet, and send it into the earth. Now feel that energy flow all the way down your arms and out your hands, and feel it flow down your spine. So I want you to take one more gentle deep breath. This time as you exhale, I want you to feel anything dark or negative that's still left in your body being gently released through your breath as you exhale, and then breathe normal. As you're doing that, I call the Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut all ties to any energy you've taken on that's not yours. Whether it's from a friend, relative, acquaintance, stranger, anybody you work with, TV set, animal, whatever the karmic reason is that created anything out of balance in your life or your body today, and as all that unwanted energy is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to reptile, dinosaur energy, secret societies, organized religion. Cut all ties to any oaths, vows, curses, hexes, rituals that could have been done to you or your family, going backwards and forwards, hundreds of thousands of generations, or anything you could have done, consciously or unconsciously. And as all that unwanted energy too is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to any effigies that have been misused against you. And that's any elemental of yours who was used to hurt you or anyone, including anything you own. Clothes, hair, picture, your name spoken, written, just thought of, or anything you have your energy on. And as ties to all those elementals are cut, I call the violet flame through them to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal. We fill them up with love, and I command them to be neutral or only emit love. And now I want Michael to come forth, remove any energy implants that have been done to you or anything that could have carried over from any other lifetime because of dark magic, voodoo, dark Santa Maria, or just dark thoughts sent your way. So I want the stick, pin, needle, or knife that's in your crown chakra removed from your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, root, feet, hands, spine, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hips, teeth, anywhere in your body that's out of balance. And as you feel all those pins, needles, and knives being very gently removed, imagine all those spaces immediately fill up with the violet flame to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal. We release all that unwanted energy back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to patriarchy, genocide, rape, incest, slavery, prostitution, persecution, circumcision, removing any energy overlay that's trying to manipulate you, keeping you from connecting with God, healing yourself, being really successful, fulfilling all your divine missions and living your life in joy. And as all that unwanted energy is gently released from you that no longer serves you, we send it through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. So if there is anybody out there directing any kind of dark energy at you, whether it's through black magic, Santa Maria, voodoo, or even just dark thoughts sent your way, we're going to ask them to stop doing that dark work. And if they choose to continue, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. We surround them in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces them. It's 2 inches from their nose. And as long as they do that dark work, that energy stays contained in the bubble of mirror. And the bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. So I call to your higher self and ask your higher self now to activate your divine blueprint for perfect health. And it starts manifesting in your body now. So allow all that energy to integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, your atoms, your molecules, all your internal organs, going all the way down into your DNA. And with every breath, feel all that energy gently integrate. Feel yourself becoming very clear-headed. Feel yourself pulling a little bit back in body. And you're very, very centered. Now I want you to just allow this energy to percolate. And if you have a crystal, you might want to grab the crystal. And for those of you that have visual, you see I'm in my crystal store. And I am showing you, for those of you that don't have visual, my 1,000-pound smoky quartz celestial earth keeper crystal that weighs over 1,000 pounds and is actually the largest crystal in Hawaii. And if you come into my store, I let you touch your hugger and you can actually sit where I'm sitting and, do some creative thinking. When I was in California and I had my store in Topanga Canyon, the movie stars would come around all the time and just sit and, create and manifest what their hopes, dreams, and wishes were. All right, we're going to segue and do some energy and light work now that you're in this very, very high sacred space. And I know you can multitask while we do this, but I want you to do some creative visualization. And as I use the power of the spoken word, I want you to imagine this happening. And what we're going to do is create this incredible bubble of light. And we're going to put in the energy work into the bubble. So you're going to imagine it happening. And then I want you to imagine yourself sending energy into that bubble. So the words will manifest. All right, so I want you to take a deep breath and release anything else that no longer serves you. And imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God. Did you fill up with your divine essence? So I want you to imagine your silver cord going up from the top of your head, connecting with the Creator, and this incredibly high healing energy just comes pouring into the top of your head, pouring all the way through your body again, down your legs, out your feet, down your arms, out your hands. Feel it flow down your spine. And as you're being super zapped with light, I want you to imagine yourself also in this huge stadium, and we're surrounded by like-minded people, and you're holding your neighbor's hands to the right and the left, and we're creating many circles and we're all connected through the heart chakra. And we're going to put this huge smoky quartz celestial crystal in the center of the stadium, except we're going to amplify it so it's like 100-ton. To really amplify our work, and we're going to put that bubble of light over the crystal to amplify our work even more. So as you allow that energy now to flow through you, allow it to flow down your arm, right arm, out your right hand, into your neighbor's hand, and see this energy now go in all these circles together, and we're all connected through our heart chakra. And as we're sending energy to the right, I call all the gods and goddesses of light, past, present, and future, to join us, amplify what we're doing, the angels, archangels, the elemental kingdom, air, earth, fire, and water, all the old ancient cultures responsible for holding light, to feel this energy circle and add their energy to what we're doing to amplify our work even more. Now allow this energy to go to the left, and as this energy flows to the left, the circle is now closed. So only that which is light may enter. So I call to the trees and I ask the trees to join us and to feel this energy and send it into the earth so the earth can heal and move with divine intelligence and out through the branches so humankind can react in a positive light. We call to all the rock stones, crystals, minerals, all the earth keepers on the planet to lock in to the big earth keeper in the center and amplify our work over 100,000 fold. We call to all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the holy and sacred spots on the planet to lock into this divine circle now. And I'm going to ask Mother, Father, God, that everyone participating here tonight receives a healing, and that you guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. So take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you're going to, in your mind's eye, release the people's hands, and we're going to send energy to this incredible bubble of light over the crystal into the center of the stadium. And in this bubble of light, we are going to put all the harp stations, and I'm not talking about the musical instrument harp that you play. I'm talking about the weather manipulator. That's called HAARP, harp. So imagine, and they have many, many stations all over the planet. And if you ever want a copy of where they are, just email me or, contact me on Facebook. I'll be more than happy to send it to you. All right, so we've got all the harp stations in this bubble of light. We call to Michael the Archangel to come forth with your sword of blue flame to cut all ties to all harp programs on the planet, wherever they're located, and cut all ties to every piece of equipment of the harp program from whomever or whatever created you, no matter what material you are made of, rock, mineral, plant, animal, extraterrestrial, based anything. As the ties are cut, I call the violet flames through all the elementals in the heart programs to cleanse and purify their energies of all negative vibrations they have taken on. See the violet flame transmuting and repurifying this energy back to light. We fill them up with the energy of angel light to heal them. We now reconnect these elementals to the Creator. See them fill up again with God's pure divine love. Now we command them to be neutral, to not work, to break down, and to keep breaking down. We ask the angels to go forth and direct some of this energy to all the weak spots in the heart machinery, and have permission to bend metal or remove any loose wire that helps break the machines down, doing so in a way where no one or anything will be hurt or harmed. We ask that all computers connected to the heart program start breaking down, and all the information on them goes invisible along with their backup system. And imagine all the ones and the zeros flipping in their computers. 0011110011, and just keep flipping. So also their computers don't work. Surround all the electrical equipment with such high energy that anyone who goes around them can't function and goes dyslexic, putting in wrong information, or just being forgetful, unconsciously making mistakes in the heart program with every action. We also call the higher selves of all the people working on the harp in any way and ask that they now become confused, forgetful, and dysfunctional as soon as they enter the gates. Imagine everyone starting to think all the heart locations are haunted, finding reasons to transfer out of the program to programs that are beneficial to humanity, or go into the private sector, being replaced with a light worker or no one at all. We again call the Michael the Archangel to take his sword of blue flame and cut the ties to all cars, trucks, companies, buses, helicopters, or planes they use to get to work. Call the violet flame through them to clean their energies up, the angel light energy to heal and reconnect them to God. Now command all the vehicles to be neutral and keep breaking down till their owners decide to get another job that's not harmful to any life forms, but of course doing it in a way where no one will be hurt or harmed. We call to Michael the Archangel, Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, and all the cosmic beings, and the Creator to cut all ties to all artificial plasma in the atmosphere that was harp reptilian created, that creates a mirror. As the ties to the masters, as we cut ties to their masters, we call the violet flame through all the cells, atoms, molecules, the DNA of this plasma to clean it up, Now we reconnect it all to the Creator, filling it all up with divine love. We command it to be neutral and no longer function. See the plasma breaking up and neutralizing itself. Let it not be able to form any square or ring frequency patterns. We place a mirror in front of this mirror to return all signals and frequencies back to the HARP stations. As this is done, we see all the HARP equipment imploding on itself. All computers connected with the HARP overloading with this energy that was sent back, causing many overloads. We call forth the elemental kingdom, the bees, snakes, fleas, ants, bees, birds, the flies, all bugs, mold, microorganisms, dust, to infest all this HARP electronic equipment. We also cut the ties to military buoys connected to the HARP stations and their dark masters. We command that all these buoys be contained in a circle of cement with a lead overlay to jam all frequencies, placing all these buoys in a position of harmlessness. As these HARP facilities break down, we see all life forms reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened, spiritual, divine, happy beings. So we're going to fill that up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to take another deep breath, and as you exhale, you're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put the Republican Party in the bubble. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, through which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire of destiny, I command. We're going to put the Republican Party in positions of harmlessness. We cut all ties to all their money sources, including the Koch brothers and the Mercer family. We send this money energy back to God to clean it up. Now let's send all those money sources back to the poor and those that are standing up to the Republicans, including all recall groups. We ask that these groups receive lots of donations and excited fresh volunteers to make the recall successful, replacing the Republican Party with and Trump and all his associates and his cabinet with compassion, kind, awakened spiritual beings. And of course, that also includes Mike Pence. We remove all energy veils that are around all the people living in the United States that are keeping them from connecting to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings. As they reconnect to the Creator, see them becoming conscious beings, seeing truth, and through all the lies and deceptions as a transparency is manifested. See the masses filled with all kinds of divine inspiration on how to remove the Republicans from office through political channels, holding special elections to remove them from office, replacing them with a human being, light worker, filled with compassion for all light forms. We see the Republicans being recalled and removed from office now. We see the Republicans being recalled and removed from office now. We see the Republicans being removed and recalled from office now. Cultivation placed many obstacles in the way of all Republicans, white racists, that want to create and implement programs that are not good for Earth nor any life forms. Programs that are intended to hurt and harm the poor, see them all falling apart. As people awaken, see them going to their Republican representative and speaking their minds of discontent with all their agendas. As the Republicans awaken, connecting them to the Creator that now allows them to see the horror that they wanted to create, then being inspired to correct it with compassion, love, of service for others. See them now funding all social programs, Meals on Wheels, including women's health care clinics, to name a few. We're going to ask that all those Republicans that are complicit and that are doing the bidding of Putin, that Goddess of Justice brings it all up to the surface so nothing is hidden in a way that justice has to be served, and they're removed from Congress or the Senate. We cut ties to the fear of women and the obsessive need to control them. I call the higher selves of all Republicans to step forward into the light, cut all ties, Michael and the Archangel and Shiva, to unbalance fear of women, abortion, obsession, patriarchy, genocide, rape, pillage, plunder, incest, greed, power, gladiator mentality, military war, might is right mentality from their energy fields, cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down to their DNA, going through all their incarnations. As this energy is released, I call the violet flames through them and all their works that are misdirected. Cut all ties to all black art and negative ceremonies that are being done, and any will to manipulate humanity and the earth for greed and profit. As it is released, I call the divine male female consciousness to their hearts that will flow to the reptilian part of the brain. I call the higher selves of all Republicans to release all women slaves or anyone being used as slave labor. Let us fill them up with divine respect for women, life, the planet, and all living things. See men's higher selves guiding them to accepting divine matriarchy and opening their heart, throat, and crown chakras. As these centers open, see them being very balanced, loving, kind, generous, peaceful, supporting women and groups that are in the light. Fill all these men with divine joy, divine mission, respecting the goddess within, and giving freedom and honor to all women. See them becoming kinder and allowing women to be equal, divinely conscious beings. We cut all ties to all executive orders that Trump has written and retained in the office of the Great Seal. We violet flame them to clean them all the dark energies. Now we reconnect all those orders to the Creator and command them to be neutral. No more forward movement. All black magic, giving any of his executive orders energy and all being canceled, cleared, and neutralized. We now see all Trump's executive orders being rolled back and stricken from the books. We cut all ties to Trump, Steve Bannon, along with any complicit Republican and their vision of reinventing the USA. We see the energy having all forward movement stopped, also dissolving completely. See all their Nazi plans falling apart. See all Putin's plans falling apart. See all Trump's and Putin's plans that they've made that we don't know of falling apart. Let Mercury in retrograde just get into all their lives and bring up everything, all that unfinished business up to the surface. For Trump, his cabinet, all the Republicans that are complicit. Call the higher self of Trump and all the Republicans trying to keep him in power, step forward in the light of God, stop acting like Nazi reptilians, leave all the social programs and citizens' rights intact, and roll back all laws that hurts the mass general public. And if you choose not to, which is your free will, ask your higher selves and guardian angels to put them all in positions of harmlessness, letting awakened spiritual beings take their place. If that means they're recalled, then may the recall gain lots of forward movement now. We call the higher selves of all law enforcement to also reconnect to the Creator. And as they become awakened spiritual beings, see through Trump's plans and choose not to cooperate, siding with the people. Let them become more conscious of all the income and benefits the government has taken from them, choosing to become the protector of the poor, standing down on all orders that is against the Constitution. This brings them much joy and pride as they become good cops. We cut all addiction ties that Trump and the Republican Party have to greed, money, gold, and power. We cut all addictive ties Trump has for greed, power, money, adoration, and drive to become a dictator. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. If it's for Trump's and the Republicans' highest good that their karma is returned to them now for their actions against women, the poor, and the planet, let it be done, which may include loss of money, all supports of any kind, and all power. Let the magic of protection be removed from around them and their plans now. If it's for Trump's highest good and for the good of everyone in the USA, let them be tried for treason, be sent to prison for all their crimes against the people in the world. We see Trump, his family, and cabinet doing jail time for the actions of treason. We see them all being removed from office in a way no one will be hurt or harmed, replaced with a compassionate humanitarian. So let's send energy now out to all the enlightened Democrats and awakening Republicans standing up for the earth and all life forms. May they be sent everything they need to be successful. So you can chant with me, okay? It's really simple. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. And we're going to do that 3 times, okay? And use the power of the spoken word. Just really let it out. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. Let's do may divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. 3 times. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment awaken within Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment awaken within Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment awaken within Trump and his family now. Oops. And may divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. So we're going to take a deep breath and release all that energy. Whew. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to close with 3 ohms. So imagine you're around the crystal and we're all touching the crystal, putting our hands on it, and we're oming in harmony, because that's what would happen if we were around the crystal oming. Okay, let's do 3 ohms. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. So be it. All right, put your feet on the floor. We got a ground. And if you got that stone hematite, you might want to go grab it so you will ground. It's really important that I don't leave you in this really lightheaded state. And I don't care whether you're smoking pot. You still got to come down from the energy work we've done, or you're going to be up all night. Unless you want to clean, then that's up to you. Okay, put your feet flat on the floor. And as you take a deep breath, feel the earth energy come up your feet, up your ankles. The higher it gets, you're grounding, you're pulling back in body, you're becoming very, very centered, very clear-headed. And with every breath, you're becoming more self-centered, more back in body. And wow, if you're still high, a little spacey, then go outside. It's warm. Go hug a tree. Put your hands on the tree. Send all your excess energy into the tree, and then ask the tree to send you energy back. Okay? And you only have to do that for 30 seconds, and that's it. So in the meantime, get some hematite. So when we do energy work, you will ground. And for those of you that want to do extra energy work with me, I do it 3 times a week on Facebook Live. It's at 4 o'clock Hawaiian time, so that's 7 o'clock Pacific time and 10 o'clock Eastern time. Mondays, we're chanting down enlightenment and anchoring it to the earth and whatever, maybe throwing the Nazis, neutralizing what they do and Trump to put them in positions of harmlessness. Tuesday is Radiation Tuesday. I try to give you the current radiation report and any nuclear news I can find. And we do some more energy work focused on radiation and Fukushima. Thursday is Climate Change Thursday, and I focus on climate change, helping the earth go into balance. We might give extra attention to the bees and putting Monsanto in positions of harmlessness, the water elemental, and even give attention to the ice and glaciers because they really need it right now. So again, that's on my Facebook page. So you're more than welcome to come on over and do more energy work. This is the time. That's why I'm putting in the extra time. We need to anchor this light. So when you can during the week, you can do something, you can chant. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. And that is incredible. You're raising the energy of the planet. You can call that down on your kids or people you work with, people on the street, no matter. As long as you're calling divine in front of it, you're not manipulating, and you're calling down that aspect of God. Now, real quick, for you people that need dental, I want you to show you my teeth. I went down to Mexico. I got my teeth fixed at Sani Dental, S-A-N-I Dental. I had 22 crowns put in, 3 teeth pulled, 2 root canals, a back brace, or a back, whatever. All for under $5,000. They did it in a week. So you can check them out. www.sanidental, SANIDENTAL. They're on the web. Oops, I'll tell you what, I can give you their phone number real quick. Look at my big Earth Keeper crystal. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? All right, you can call them toll free. The US 928-257-1307. Oops, toll free is 855-7264-337. And tell them Cathy Bilsky sent you. Okay? They don't raise the money if you just say my name. It just means I get a little bit of credit for turning you on to this place. They're incredible, very human dentists. It was the best thing I ever done. And, at 65 to have brand new teeth, it's been a life changer. So, if you need your teeth fixed and you don't have a lot of money, I would consider going to Mexico. And these guys are in Algodones, and that's right below Yuma, Arizona. If you fly into Yuma, they pick you up at the airport and they shuttle you down to Mexico. They really know how to do dental tourism. So it's Sani Dental, and their toll-free number is 855-7264-337, and tell them Cathy Bilsky sent you. Well, that's it for tonight's show. Thank you, God Squad, for tuning in. And I ask that anytime anybody watches this video or they listen to it, the work is amplified over 100,000 fold. And I ask that your week is really filled with a lot of joy and that God sends you a heart's desire or two. And on that note, I'm going to say aloha.